everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Taking the video. The jail?
For what purpose?
My purpose.
For your purpose? Okay, but what is there?
I don't have to answer you. It's a lawful act, so I wish to break contact. Thank you. You can contact your supervisor if you need to. But
we are here. The supervisor on my.
All right, you have a good day.
Well, I didn't know why
you don't need to know anything. What is this a crime?
Because you are videotaping, taking pictures of employees going in and out of the facility. You don't do that to people's personal vehicles.
What law is that? State of Penal Code.
Huh?
State of Penal Code, because Penal Code 148.g clearly establishes the fact that I can record any public entity, you, your supervisor, and excuse me, and that photographer, No, you work for me. I don't work for you. No, well then you can. You're being live streamed too, so there's already calls being done to you. You see this guy? This guy thinks because he pulls up, I'm his property when I'm not doing nothing wrong. Fordyce versus Seattle clearly states the fact that I can record public officials. 148.g clearly states that photography alone, when it's done in a legal spot, cannot be deemed suspicious. So I would suggest you get a supervisor, sir. Before you make your department look bad, I would get a supervisor. I know what I'm doing very well, sir.
Of course he knows what he's doing. He's a First Amendment auditor. We protect the rights of the Constitution. These guys, they're not out causing trouble, but they are out to, okay, with everything that's going on in America, right? When things get suspicious, preferably people with a camera outside of an establishment, people get suspicious, they call the police. Now, holding a camera in a public place is like a black man walking down the street. If you don't know the correlation, you won't get it. But just understand, these people are out here just living their lives. They're not bothering anybody. They're just recording. And that's why I say these people with cameras are just like black people. We just be living our lives. And then we get stopped by police and the police want to know. But the one thing that the everyday person doesn't know is the law. And these people, these auditors, they know the law and they know their rights, which is great. I think it's actually great that people are smart enough to understand the law and hold these police officers accountable for their actions. But I want to know the end goal of all this. Are we trying to change the laws that and justifications for police to actually become police? Because if police have to uphold the law and they also have to know the law, that means we will get more educated police officers and they won't break the law, and they might put you in a bigger trick bag than you would actually think. Because a lot of cases get thrown out over technicalities because the police officer didn't follow the law. And I don't know if that's good or bad, because sometimes that can release more criminals back into the streets. Not saying that these auditors are criminals, but
Just doing a little story, man. That's it.
Doing a story?
Yeah, where my tax dollars go.
Your tax dollars?
Yeah, including yours. My tax dollars go to pay you. That's why when you approach me, you should have more respect. In any other field, if you... I'm here, but you're telling me that I need to tell you. I don't need to tell you anything. No, I know, but yeah, but you said you wanted to know. No, I'm not. I'm public property, sir.
Okay, but you are here.
I am public property. Well, are you against the First Amendment, sir? What is your name badge number? This is D. Martinez.
What is your name?
I don't need to give it.
Yeah, I need to get you my identification.
No, thank you, sir. No, thank you, sir.
Yes, I do.
No, I didn't.
I need to know who I'm contacting.
No. For what crime, sir? Hey, can you guys make a call? I'm at the West Valley Detention Center in San Bernardino. Mr. Martinez thinks that just because he pulls up and he's wearing a tin badge, you can just ask for an ID when I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity. You ain't gonna get no ID because I'm not doing anything wrong.
I just want to know who I'm contacting. Give me, what's your name, sir?
No, thank you. You can call me good citizen.
What's your name?
You can call me good citizen.
What is your name?
I don't think the police do any good service to themselves when they engage like this. You could tell they get irritated when they encounter a First Amendment auditor. You could tell they get irritated. The point of the whole stop is not to get irritated, and that shows the incompetence of the police officers. They're not able to really hold their job because they don't have the patience to deal with anyone. They try to enforce, I say that with force, they try to enforce their what's it called when you could just, you just take over anything. I'm gonna just take over. I'm gonna debo my way into this situation. You don't have no rights, sir. You're no longer a citizen. You're under arrest. We're detaining you. Like they just trying to punk their way into situations.
I'm not committing a crime, sir. I'm just a journalist doing a little story. Now you're making doing a story.
Story for what?
For me?
For yourself?
Yeah, free press. Free press, yeah.
Free press?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
He's trying to ID me about he doesn't have a crime. I know very.
Why won't they look him in the eye? Look at this. Doesn't this seem kind of weird? Watch this. Watch this encounter with the police officer.
Now you're making doing a story.
Story for what?
For me?
What's he looking at?
Yeah, free press. Free press, yeah.
Free press?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
He's trying to ID me about he doesn't have a crime. I know very well what I'm doing, sir. And you can't just pull up and start asking for ID. That's not how the law works.
That's who your name is.
Yeah, but that's who you're trying to ID me.
Yeah, we're trying to ID you because you're just out here taking pictures.
But that's not okay. What is your ID law, sir, in California? I'm supposed to ID after I'm legally booked. That's the law in California. So
you can ask me for my credentials.
Well, you work for me, sir.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, let me see your ID where you live.
Why do you need to
Why
see
would
that?
you need to see my ID then?
I don't need to see where you live. I'm just asking who you are.
I'm a citizen, tax-paying citizen who employs you, sir.
Who employs me?
Yes, sir.
Look at the look off. It's so crazy. It's so weird.
He's the guy who sits in front of headquarters all the time. We've had many run-ins. Have fun out here, sir. You have a good day.
Hey.
That's how you handle it.
I'm not going to charge you this time for educating you, man.
Thank you for the education.
All right, you're welcome. No, I was talking to Martinez. You already were educated. See this guy?
I wonder if he means I'm not going to charge you. If he filed lawsuits against the city for these run-ins.
Like that get good cops hurt, man. It's actions like that get good cops hurt because he pulls up thinking that people are his property. Hey, you got school today, huh, youngster? You got school today, huh? Yeah, you were trying to come on strong with me, huh? Got shot down by your own law that you protect, sir. It keeps me. Listen, it keeps me in check too, and it keeps you in check, both of us. You know.
God is. I need to learn my damn law. I ain't gonna lie, I need to learn my law. Cause I sure would be like, I'll be out there like that guy we watched yesterday. Yeah.
We're just gonna call you Miss Tyrant Mason. Miss Tyrant Mason. Can I get my property back? I'm not running.
Y'all can't say that this First Amendment, Second Amendment stuff isn't like comedy gold, especially if they really know what they're talking about. They be getting on these cops' heads. So I'm, I've only seen a couple of them get arrested, and I think I should show one. It's one that gets arrested, but the video is so short. I'm not sure how that would work within my content because I really want to show more long form content. But it's so funny. It's just like when like this guy trashes that cop lady. I know she feels embarrassed, and I would be too. I'd be embarrassed if I was her too. Man, let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section.
Everyday people.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.